What's up, guys? Crypto Vibes here, bringing you guys another video, and today this will be a little bit different video. It's a power rankings video for the Coaches League. We just finished the draft up about, yesterday, I believe, yes. And the draft league was about 2 weeks long. So I actually have a guest with me here, and you can go ahead and introduce yourself however you'd like.
Yo, what's up? I'm Diophantine. Call me, call me whatever you want.
Yeah, okay.
Shorten it if you want. It's a long name.
Yeah, true. I have to usually bring down to the abbreviation Dio for like most of the things, but yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty, man. I'll go ahead and hop into my. Like I said, I wasn't going to do my power ranking spot in this, but I had a 15-person list, and you can go ahead and leave your opinion on my team if you'd like to. But I'll go ahead.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
I'll go ahead and start on the 15th spot. I guess real quick. And coming at number 15 for me, I had the Turtle and the Houston Gastrodons. Just for me personally, I'll show the team here on screen on my video real quick. But for me, I saw 5 electric weaknesses with no ground types, and that was just a big problem for me. What did you think about that?
I'm just pulling up the team
Alright.
right now.
Okay.
Which team did you say it was? Sorry.
Oh, the Houston Gastrodons.
Houston Gastrodons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. There aren't any electric immunities,
Definitely.
like you said. So obviously Bolt Switch is quite like you can spam Bolt Switch.
Quite a problem. Yeah. Priority or stuff like that.
By the way, sorry guys, I haven't really prepared for this. I'm kind of
It's all good. Yeah. But like.
I do like
Good. Yeah,
Mega Aggron is a strange choice of a Mega.
Oh, I think you're looking at the wrong team. I think that's Bash by accident.
Wait, what? Oh shit, my bad.
It's all good. He's mega
Wait,
slow.
so is this the one with Tarak,
Yeah.
Slowbro, Bolt? Okay.
You're all good.
My bad. Alright, so yeah, I mean, same with this team really. No electric immunity.
Yes. A lot of weaknesses to it.
No ground immunity either, actually.
Oh wow, I just realized that too.
Yeah. Does he even have a ground resist? No ground resist either.
Okay, yeah.
So
And one
you
thing.
know, Lando, Garchomp, that kind of thing just runs through the team. Also, I don't see much. I mean, like, it's not a necessity for a team, obviously, but it's nice to have. I don't see much U-turn, Volt Switch kind of
Yeah.
presence.
I do see a lot of setup sweepers, which could benefit him in the long run. But other than that, team looks like it has a decent amount of flaws. One.
Yeah, I mean, like, offensively, it
Yeah.
it looks quite scary. I mean,
Definitely.
anything with Volk on a team is
Yeah.
scary. But yeah, it doesn't have much
I will
backbone.
say like the one spinner and Hitmonlee with Volcarona on there can be kind of rough.
Yeah. That's a big thing as well.
Yep. But yeah. If you had to make the list, did you have this team ranked at all yet, or?
So I hadn't
Sure.
made a list.
Right.
Like I said, I've been preoccupied. I haven't really prepared.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Can kind of just see the flaws a little
I
bit.
mean, no offense to Turtle, I
Right.
think his name is.
Right. I think he's new to the leagues, draft leagues too, so this was just a start for him. But just pick a lot of good
Yeah.
threats for sure.
But no, there's definitely like a lot of setup suites.
Yeah.
Right? So like, you know, you've got obviously Volk, you've got a potential Zemon in Tarak, you've
Yeah.
got Feraligatr, which is scary if it gets boosted.
Definitely.
Cloyster, I mean, I'm never a fan of Cloyster.
Right.
Some people do like him. I don't.
I feel
I just don't
feel
like
that.
it. But I mean, Manamar's
Yeah.
can be kind of. This
I
guy's
can
in my
see it.
league as well, so like.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, Malamar in
Yeah.
general.
So I'll be playing him at some point
Yeah.
soon.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I don't mean to ramble on too much.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and hop into the next spot on my list at 14. I decided to go ahead and put Blast in the Florida Executors at this spot. You can go ahead and scroll up. I believe he's in the Kanto division.
Kanto is red, right?
Yes. Second.
Yeah.
Yeah, second team.
So this guy's the one with Heatran, Hydreigon, Mag.
I'm sorry, it's the one below that, the Florida Executors.
Sorry, these rosters, like, all the sprites are like.
Oh, is yours like spread out right now? You might have to refresh it. Like you click on tier the list and then you go back to team roster. It should refresh it hopefully if it's all messed up.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. So Zam Conkelda Rotom team, right?
No, the one above that, the Florida Executors, Garchomp, Mega Medicham, Buzzwole.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
My bad.
all good.
All right, so this team, I think, well, I wanted Metagross.
Right.
He sniped that from me,
True,
which is
true.
unfortunate,
It happens, yeah.
but whatever. I think the problem with this team, in my opinion, is that it has no special attackers.
Right. Outside of maybe Galvantula, and that's looks like more of his like suicide web lead, maybe something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he has two Roxmons.
Yeah. Being the yeah.
Of course, he has Gargantua for hazards as well,
I
but
think I was gonna say I think
again,
it's. Oh, sorry.
this is another team. Oh, well, I mean, like, yeah, okay. He has Zatu to like take care of hazards and whatnot.
Yeah.
This team, I feel like, I mean, personally, I don't know why you choose Mega Medicham and Boswell.
Yeah.
To me, it's quite redundant
That was
because they're
all.
both kind of,
Yeah.
well, not really the same thing, but like they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
As in just, big, hard-hitting, physical fighting types.
Exactly. I think that was a late substitution for him. I think he decided to pick up Buzzwole and drop Dragonite for that, I believe. So.
Drop Dragonite.
Yes, I believe so.
I could see why he'd want to do that
Mhm.
because he's already got
Times
the Mon that's 4 times weak to
Yeah.
ice. He also has Xatu and Trevenant, 2 of his defensive ones weak to ice.
Right.
But I wouldn't have chosen Buzzwole. I would have chosen perhaps a special attacker. Like I said, this
Yeah.
team doesn't have much special attacking offense. Luckily, this guy has picked up the Blissey, so he doesn't have to worry about opposing Blissey. But if you look at another guy in his league, I mean, like, there's a Florges right there.
That is true.
Like,
That's just gonna be tough for him, definitely.
this guy doesn't have. Sorry, what am I talking about? Florges is special ward. But yeah, no special attacking presence. So yeah, I wouldn't rank this team that highly. Also, like, 4 of his defensive ones are weak to electric,
Right.
being Xatu, Pyukumuku, Jellicent, and Slowbro.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, that's just an observation.
One of the things I noticed, like, he really prioritized webs, I thought, on this team. Like, he picked the Galvantula, I believe, with his second or third pick, and I don't really see too many ways webs are going to help him besides maybe Buzzwole and maybe his OU picks, but, like, other than that, like, his team just looks really, like, he's got a good, like, bulky team, but just work well with on webs, I don't think.
When you have webs, you kind of want. I mean, it sounds trivial, right? But you kind of
Right.
want ones that take advantage of it. And yeah, Mega Medicham and Garchomp do take advantage of it,
Yeah.
but the rest, not really. I mean, he's got a lot of defensive mons. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much all his mons are defensive, besides his OU picks.
Right. He's going to rely on those a lot for kills.
I mean, Metagross can work as a sweeper,
Yeah.
I guess, but like,
Nice priority, I guess, yeah.
yeah, this team it looks too. This overall, I'm just saying this team looks a bit too jumbled to be
I
a
see.
great team.
Yeah. All right.
But I mean, he does have threats.
Yeah.
Like Medicham, like that's for me. Medicham's one of my favorite megas.
Yeah. Hard hitting.
It is very dangerous.
Yeah.
Team looks too random.
Right. Alright, moving on to the 14th spot, or the 13th spot, I believe, on my list. Got the Skillio and the Smug Snipies. Now, this can be highly debatable, but this is just my opinion on this one. It's the, tell me when you find Skillio.
Skarm, Chansey, Gartana.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go ahead and start on this one, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty, right off, obviously, he picks Skarmory, Chansey, really, really solid core. I do like that a lot about his team. His team after that, I noticed he had 5 normal types, I think, or 4 at least. But and then I noticed either a really good fighting type could maybe break through this team really solidly. Like his switch into that is Espeon and Gramble, and a lot of times I don't see him really bringing Gramble. And you wouldn't really call Espeon a good switch in. That's my only problems with it. Like a lot of hard hitting wall breakers, I feel like could really mess up this team because he's going to rely a lot on Chansey and Skarmory, in my opinion. But what do you think about this?
So first of all, it's got, like you said, this guy's picked Skarm and Chansey, meaning...
Not gonna be fun.
Oh, God, that's nasty. But like you said, I think any like for example, if Blastburn Tiger, I mean I know they're in league, but say Blastburn Tiger were to play this guy, he would have a great time just kicking a high jump kick with that
Oh,
mega meta
right.
channel. And like my team with the Mega Lopunny, like playing this team, it'd be great for me because
Yep. Just sit there and click it.
yeah, I mean
I actually noticed half the team is actually weak to normal or fighting now that I see it. 6 mons are, which
yeah,
is kind of
and
crucial.
he has 2 resists, and I mean Gramble has Intimidate, which is something, but like
Yeah.
it's not that bulky.
Not really recovery
Espeon
either.
not bulky at all. Espeon is not switching.
No. Yeah.
To Mega Metatron's high jump kick
Nope.
or anything like that.
I could see, like, I see a potential, like setup sweepers on his team. That could be decent, though. A couple.
Like Jimmy, I think it is with the San Antonio Espers.
Yep.
He's got Crook. He's got Curum. Curum like does really well against his team because Curum can work as a mixed attacker, right?
Yep.
He's got Bolt. He's got the coverage to do quite well against his team. The physical set especially could do quite a lot of damage to his team. I mean, just could like if you've got Scarman Chansey, like that's. I mean, he like these were the first 2 picks he did, right? So like he's
yeah,
obviously got this kind of defensive mentality.
Yeah, that was his idea.
Curum
doesn't care.
breaks those 2. And then yeah, I mean, again, this guy's got webs.
Yeah.
So you'd expect him to have mons that abuse webs, and I guess like Espeon does well with webs.
I could see.
Porygon does well under webs.
Yeah. Definitely. So like.
Actually, yeah, no. His team's all right for webs, but like,
yeah.
There's no spin blocker, nor
No.
is there a defiant or contrary or web. It's something to deter defog.
Yeah.
So
It's rough. And how many? He's got a
That's
decent
the
amount of defuggers. But yeah, I think he'd want to mainly play with hazards, knowing that his team's pretty bulky. At least for those that core on the left side there. But
yeah.
I think I'll move it along here. Get it going a little bit faster.
I'm not a fan of Cortana either, but that's just
Cortana. Yeah. All right, come at number 12 spot on my list. I have Kevin and the Kansas City Crocodiles, and I know he wasn't here for most of the draft, but he did give me some of his picks, and we'll go ahead and talk about his team right now. He's at the very top whenever you get a chance.
Etran, Blastoise, Ferrothorn.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, you got a really nice steel core though. I'll say that.
Yeah. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this team?
A lot of fighting weaknesses. I do see that, but I think he recovered from that with the Siglith and Dusknoir there a little bit. I will say his team is quite slow. I don't think he has a mon above 100 base speed, which could be a problem. That's one thing I would say.
Yeah. This team is quite slow. There aren't any webs abusers to kind of help that.
True. I could have seen.
I mean, it's quite a bulky team overall.
Mm-hmm.
Heatran is a big threat to
Definitely.
a majority of teams. I think Heatran's quite a good mon.
It is, especially in Draft League for sure. Even with
Yeah.
weakness, it is still
Mega
good.
Blastoise is another one of those just questionable megas.
Right.
Don't know why it was picked.
Quite early too. Well, I mean,
Yeah. I don't really know why he picked Mega Blastoise. I mean, he could have chosen another spinner. I mean, Blastoise is not a bad mon, but like
it's hard. It's hard for sure.
There are better alternatives.
And plus, I'm looking at the physical, like wall breaking capability. I see Heracross, and that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, just Heracross.
Yeah.
And it's not even Mega either, so he's gonna have to
True.
be like Scarfed Heracross,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it works decently well as a sweeper, but
Right.
as a wall breaker, I don't know.
I think he's gonna have to run a lot of Scarfers like every week. That's the only thing, like 1 or 2, like almost every week, which is unfortunate. Just because the team's pretty slow.
I think just because he doesn't have any mons, like you said, any mons with over base 100 speed.
Yeah. That does
And
hurt.
so I think that's a problem because what does he do against a +1 Volcarona?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
For example, I mean, I know again Volcarona's not in this league, but what does he do against Volcarona?
I believe actually doesn't Turtle have Volcarona? I think it's one Quiver Dance up. I think
Um,
we were talking about like how Turtle had a bunch of like
'Cause I
setup
mean, like
features.
he could have. I mean, Blastoise doesn't have access to leftovers,
True.
right? So it could be worn down. It doesn't have access to recovery either.
Yeah.
So it could be worn down with things like hazards, things like toxic, burn, whatever.
True.
And Volk does get access to Giga Drain. Volk also obviously has HP Grand for
Yeah, Heatran.
Heatran. I mean, like, I know I'm kind of talking about Volcarina too much, but
It's a threat.
it's just a threatening one to this team. I
Yeah.
think it is. I'm talking about Volt, but really this could be. I could just be talking about any setup sweeper. Really, I like
Right.
this team doesn't do too well against them.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good analysis there. Just kind of slow overall. It's got good mons overall, but go ahead and hop into the next spot on the list.
Yeah. If I am speaking too slowly, by the way, just let me know.
You're fine, man. It'll make up for my talking too fast. And a lot of people say I talk too fast in my videos. All right. Number 11. I went ahead and put Matthew in the Hawaii Charizards, and he's at the very bottom of the list, I believe. Now,
Yeah, I got him.
I'm gonna have to be honest. I like his team a lot, but I did have to penalize him a little bit for the Cosmog pick at the end. I don't know why. I mean, I understand it as a meme pick, but still, I'm not gonna like let it fly in the power rankings at least.
Yeah, doesn't that get like splash and
He gets like 3 moves, I think, with like 30 base stats from across the board or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Cosmog meme.
Yeah, pretty much. So 11 Mons. I mean, if he can win with 11 Mons on his team, that's pretty good.
It looks like a UU team.
Yeah, which isn't bad. I mean, it's.
I mean, I like Latias. Latias is just a great one overall. Empoleon is a innovative pick, I think.
Right. I like,
but this guy's only. The thing is with Lati, right? You can run offensive or defensive,
Right.
but if you like this guy has a lot of defensive ones already, so he's probably going to want to use offensive Lati most of the time.
Most of the time, for sure.
Which means that it's not really a switch into a physical one with Earthquake. As in, like, obviously it can stop the Earthquake, but say if it's a Crook, right?
Right.
Pursuit or whatever. And
Definitely. Lati has its weaknesses for sure with Pursuit Trap and all
yeah,
that.
and that and Swellow are the only, like... I mean, Shaman's a ground switching as well, but,
Right. I do like his...
There are a lot of ground kind of... Wouldn't say yeah.
I was gonna say I do like his variety of rock users. I feel like Infernape and Empoleon plus Clefable.
Yes, that is a
nice.
good point. Like he has Ape, he has Clef, Empoleon,
Yeah. Plus Torkoal and Golurk, I believe, even, which is very cool.
Yeah, no, I like this. I
do.
mean, it's an alright team.
Right.
It's not.
It's really I'd give it standard, I guess. I wouldn't really call it offense or defensive. I'd just mainly standard. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
I just don't think this team has any like outstanding ones that are just absolutely threatening.
Right.
Like
the Volcarona, for example.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to talk about Volk all the time, but I mean, like,
it is.
Yeah, something like that, or something like Mega Charizard Y. That's
Oh god. Yeah.
big threat. Like, it doesn't have any over-threatening ones. Like, Lati can CM up and
Definitely.
Swallow Specs Boom Burst. I mean,
That can be good.
it's not that strong.
Yeah.
I mean, someone in the comments is probably going to tell me I'm underestimating all these ones, but like,
It's all good, dude.
there aren't any massive threats. If you know what I mean, like, there's no Charizard Y, there's no
Yeah, there's nothing.
Zygarde, there's
Nothing
no.
like those.
Obviously, McGinn is banned from this tournament, but there's no.
True.
Nothing of that kind of
Yeah.
threat level is what I'm trying to say.
True. We'll have to see how standard team works. I mean, I like the way it
It's not-
looks. But
Yeah,
like
I
you
like the
said-
way it looks too.
Like you said, it could be definitely tough to beat those like more threatening ones, I guess, or just outclass them. I don't know. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and hop in the number 10 spot. And at that spot, I had TJ in the Fairlawn for Alligators. And this was also somebody else who could not make it to the draft too much, so I had to make a lot of his picks towards the end. So,
Sorry, which one's that?
TJ in the Fairlawn for Alligators is in the Sinnoh division, near the bottom, with the Mega Venusaur, Dugtrio, Keldeo.
Yeah, got it. So Dugtrio is a great pick.
Yep.
I believe it was second tier on this thing.
It was actually OU, or like, yeah, a lot of people were saying he was wondering why I didn't have it in UU, but we just put it in OU for this format because it was such a huge threat.
Yeah, Dugtrio it's just
Yeah.
it's a great one.
Yep.
Mega Venusaur is an underrated Mega in my opinion.
I wanted it to be honest.
That thing, like,
Yeah.
huh?
I wanted that one to be honest. I ended up getting Mega
Yeah,
Scissor with
yeah,
it.
like that thing. It's hard to kill it
Right.
because of its ability. Gets everyone knows what Mega Venusaur does. I'm not going to explain it, but it's a great one. Dugtrio, another great one. Keldeo, another great one.
I think.
Scizor, sorry. Just looking at the team, it's not that fast. The team, I mean, he's got
Does have
Keldeo and
options.
Dugtrio, but it's the only fast things.
What's is Hoopa base 85 or something, or 80? I'm not sure. What it is.
Hooper is not fast,
Okay.
but I mean, do any of these ones get Trick Room? Does Hooper get Trick Room? I don't
Hoopa
know.
does, I believe. And that'd be good for a Raconid. Raconid would be pretty nasty under that.
Yeah. Tyrantrum is a decent one.
Yeah.
That Reaper.
I don't like facing that thing, to be honest. Head smash is hard to
Head
fix.
Smash hurts. Rockhead as well, because it's got
Oh, yeah.
Rockhead.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think this team's bad. I think this is alright.
Decent all-round team. All right. Yeah, like I said, TJ wasn't here for most of it, but hopefully we can get TJ to come back or somebody to replace him because I'm pretty sure he was talking to me about that. Maybe find somebody else, but anyways, move on to number 9 on this list, and I put Josh in the Free State Tour Cats.
Which league is that in?
It's right above TJ, the one we just talked about.
Okay.
You wanna start this up?
We'll see. Weavile, great one. Gengar, great one. Although Gengar, no. I'm trying shit. Like Gengar is a great one.
Yeah, really.
He's gone for Rain,
Yep.
which is interesting.
Mhm.
Especially in draft because like people could have sniped. Like if he went for Pelipper, somebody could have
Yeah.
easily swiped.
That was his last pick.
No, Pelipper was his last pick, wasn't it?
Yep. That was his last pick.
So yeah, he's gone for Rain.
Yeah.
I think that could work.
Yep.
In draft.
I think so.
It's just you kind of tell the kind of player he is. He's very like hyper offense.
It is very hyper offensive. I'll be honest with you. At the beginning of this draft, I wasn't a fan of it at all. But as he started building it together with all those ground types and stuff at the end, and then added Pelipper, obviously knew it was a rain team by then. But I really liked it. I really liked it after he added everything together. To be honest with you.
I like this team. Yeah, it's good. It's got fast one. Like even without rain, it's still got fast ones. You've got Weavile, you've got Raichu, you've got Gengar, Holucha.
Yeah. Flygon even, I guess.
It's got rocks in Rhydon.
Mhm.
Only problem is, I guess Landorus is a rocker as well. But
And Swampert.
yeah, my bad. Okay, forget what I was gonna say then, because I was gonna say that you don't use one rocker. Obviously it's 3. So,
The only reason I put it 9 because there's actually a really solid amount of teams in this league.
Yeah, no, this is a solid team. There's not much to say about it. You know, it's just kind of standard
rain
rain hyper offense. There's not much you can really say about it.
Yeah.
Though it's going to be difficult for him to keep rocks off the field,
Right.
because Pelipper is his only defogger.
Yeah, you don't want that coming in over.
I think Hazards is a big problem for this guy because
I can see that.
Pelipper takes 25 every time it comes into rocks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have another defogger. So if he does want to defog with Pelipper, he has to come in, take that 25, risk getting Pelipper, his only rain setter, knocked out.
Yeah. I mean, Flygon does get defog, but I don't think you'd want to run that very much, to be honest with you. That's the only thing.
Pardon?
I think
Flygon, yeah, Flygon gets defog as well.
it's just not the best at it.
I do like the Alolan Raichu though, because it
Yeah.
does get access to Surf.
Yep.
So
Really
that's
cool.
essentially another stab move, right?
Yep. I'm going to have to be
Under
careful
rain.
when I face this guy with my electric surge Tapu Koko. I'm going to have to be careful if he brings Alolan Raichu against me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
No, overall, I think this is a good team.
Yeah.
But, yeah, quite standard. Like, you know what all these mons do,
Yep.
or do you?
Yeah, well, basically, Shiinotic's really cool too. I think that's a cool grass type he picked up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Get into number 8 on this list. Getting down to the nitty gritty almost. Actually, at 8, I put Jimmy with his hyper offensive squad.
Jimmy. Yeah. Like I said, like I was talking about, Zard Y, massive threats.
Yep.
Kieran B, massive threats.
Yeah, that whole OU core right there is just pretty nasty in my opinion. Like all 3 of those picks were really good for him.
Yeah, I mean, Jirachi, no one wants to be T-waved and
Oh gosh.
body slammed and
Iron-headed
and whatnot. But no, he's got a good one. Sorry, good team. I mean, yeah, not much I can really say. I will say though, it is a little bit slow.
Outside of his threats, yeah.
Outside of Zygarde and Manectric, it is kind of slow.
Well, I mean, it does have decent speed tiers. Like, I'm trying to think over 100. It has Zard Y plus Jirachi plus Kyurem plus Zygarde 10 and then Manectric. So, I mean, that's good. But I see how you mean there's, like, a couple walls that are super slow. Like, after his really offensive mons, it just drops to super low, like, speed. But, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't class base 100 as fast.
Okay. I can see that. Especially for draft league, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I probably should have specified that.
You're good.
That's what I meant. Rocks users, he's got Jirachi, Crook, and I don't think Primplup gets rocks.
What about Quag? Does Quag? I don't know.
Oh, Quag.
Okay. One thing I want to say is with Zard Y and Kyurem being 2 of his huge threats, his main defoggers are Venomoth and Primplup.
Yeah, that is a big issue for him.
Yeah, electric types.
Either.
Yeah.
No magic bounce users, so Hazard is a big problem for this guy.
Yep.
Especially because like Venomoth, it's a frail one. You don't really want to have to switch that into attacks, especially with Stealth Rock up. Primplup, I mean, I guess it's gonna have Eviolite, but I mean,
like a decent there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's not a great one.
Right. Can't overhype it.
That is the weakness for this guy. Spikes is pretty good against his team as well.
Yeah.
The only one immune to that is Zard Y. Jirachi gets worn down by it.
Yeah. Weezing is
Amoonguss, Krook. Just Hazards is a big problem for this guy. I think he should have picked a spinner or a defogger or something.
Right. Alrighty.
I mean, I guess there's still time to trade and whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely free agents and all that. So, moving on to number 7, I actually had you, Diophantine, right there.
Oh yeah.
I'll go ahead and give you a quick overview of your team, and you can go ahead and tell me how you felt when you were drafting it, and I'll let you explain.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Speak up.
Now with your first 3 OU picks, those were insane. Landorus, Zapdos plus Megalopoly. Obviously a little bit of ice weakness there, but Suicune can easily make up for that with Bronzong as well. And just really hard hitters. Landorus is obviously a really good first pick with Intimidate and stuff. It can be ran so many different ways. Hazards, defensive, Scarfed, Z-move. You got really good other rock leaders if you don't want Landorus to be your rocks. You have Azelf, Bronzong. I think that's it, but then that's not bad either, because Scolipede does give you spikes as well. And a lot of speed towards the end of your picks. I will say I wasn't a fan of the little bit of a fire weakness you gained towards the end of the draft, but you can make up for that with Landorus and Suicune. And then Bronzong if you want to run heat proof, but
the secret tech.
Yeah, seriously, somebody did run that against me in one of my leagues, but yeah, it didn't work out. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, man. I like the team though.
So yeah, the theme I was going for was bulky offense. I just think that's the most consistent play style. And since draft, I'm going to be coming up against many different teams. I thought that would be the best kind of route for me to go down. Also, It's just my favorite play style.
Same.
So I picked Landorus. obviously. One of the best ones in the game.
Hmm.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, easily.
I was in the second in the thing, so second in the snake. Snake?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you weren't
Yeah,
getting it
so
when you came back. So you
yeah,
had.
so picked Lando, great mon. Another thing I was looking for is also versatility. I won't reveal all my secrets,
Yeah.
but some of these mons can do different kinds of things, different kinds of items, different kinds of, stuff. I agree though that I am kind of weak to fire.
Yeah.
After I chose my first three mons, I was like, right, I need something that resists fire, ice, and water. So I should
You
probably
got it.
pick a water mon.
Yeah.
Suicune, great mon. It, I mean, Crocune set up as a, yeah, picked Azelf because I mean, like, first of all, it gets rocks. It's a taunt mon. There's a lot of power, a lot of hits a nice speed tier.
Yep. Definitely.
I think I was kind of deviating away from the bulky offense thing that I was going for at the beginning,
Yeah.
but
Still got it. Still got a good amount.
I thought I needed some speed besides Megalopony,
Definitely.
and I thought Azelf was a decent choice.
Mhm.
Scolipede, I mean, this thing can do quite a few things.
Right.
It's got spikes, toxic spikes,
Very solid.
and obviously speed boost is always a dangerous thing.
Yep.
It also got a nice base speed too, so that's something.
Yeah. I know. Like.
Bronzong,
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted a bit more bulk with Bronzong. Initially here I wanted like Jirachi
Mhm.
was taken.
Yeah.
Um,
Got the lower down one, but it's
but
still.
yeah, discount Jirachi. Decidueye, you actually picked this for me
Yeah.
because I was not available.
At the time.
I just asked you for a default and you were like, yeah, fuck it.
I got you.
Salazzle, I kind of just saw that it was available. It's a setup. It's a good setup mon with nasty plot. I felt like I didn't really have anything for like any offensive ones for like steals.
Mhm.
But if you look in my league, there's Celesteela, there's Megaragron and
Yeah.
whatnot. But like, I mean, obviously Megalopony is fighting, but like, say Celesteela for example,
Celesteela's rough,
I just thought Salazzle was nice.
I can see that.
Thing there. Hitmonchan, another one that can do several things. I use this thing a lot in Autism NU, I think.
NU, I believe. Yeah, NU's broken right now. It's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people don't think that this one's great.
Right.
I think it's underrated. It's not a good. It's not. I'm not saying it's a good one. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a good one. But like, it's definitely underrated.
Okay.
It can do something that's decently well. Reptile wanted speed really. Who was I choosing? It was either this or Noivern.
Right.
And I just thought I'd go for Sceptile instead. I just like
It's a
Sceptile.
good one for sure.
Frostlass, I actually didn't really have time to pick this because I was at work and you were like,
Yeah, I was just trying to get in that.
you gotta pick. You were like, you gotta pick one, and I was like, I'll just pick Frostlass, whatever. So I didn't really think about that.
Okay.
I don't really want to. I'm sorry, like that. Just explanation
That's
for my
fine.
picks was very like general. I don't really want to give away any of
Yeah.
any of the big reasons any of the tactical reasons I chose.
Don't blame you, man.
Yeah, I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Alright. That was Diophantine's team right there, guys. And we'll move on to number 6. And at number 6 on my list, I had Soldier and the High Dragons. And this is actually Soldier's first league, and I thought he did a really good job with his draft. Go ahead and check that out. It's the in the Kanto division, 3rd from the top.
Yeah. So Zam and all of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got yeah, good team. I think.
I like the core he had, the defensive core he has with I think Conk can be a really underrated defensive mon with Rotom Wash, Gliscor, Florges, P2 over there, even Avalug to take physical hits. And then he didn't really like let that like be the theme of his team. Like he's got really good offensive wall breakers as well, being Haxorus, Lucario, Megazam. Conk Elder can hit very hard, even Pyroar. So I really like the team for that aspect. But go ahead.
Yeah, I like the team as well. I mean, we're coming onto the end of your list, so all these teams, the
Yeah,
top teams are
most likely gonna be
obviously
pretty good.
good. I do like Florges. I think it's a pretty good mon. It's another one that can do, like, it's not a mon that can only do one thing.
Okay.
Don't really want to talk too much because, like,
Don't want to add to the list. Add
I don't want to give away advantages,
Yeah.
but like,
It's got a solid wish
Yeah.
buster, I guess.
Yeah, I like the pick of Megazam. It is threatening.
Very scary to deal with.
And he's got like conk for the dark types, the steel types that would like
Yeah.
stop Zam from doing anything. Lucario is an interesting pick,
Yeah, definitely.
I think, but I think it's a good pick nonetheless. Porygon 2, I was gonna pick Porygon 2,
Yeah.
but I think he got there before me. It was actually available for quite a long time,
Yeah.
and other things just took priority for me to take it. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, this is a good mon. This is quite a good mon.
No.
I don't know why he chose Klinklang
No.
as his skill type though, because I do remember him choosing it
Very
fairly early on.
Yeah.
And I just thought there are so many better
Okay.
steel types,
Yeah.
like bronze. Like,
One
yeah, I
bronze
mean,
is
like,
good.
I guess it's a different pick because it can do, you know, it has shift gear, which is quite.
Yep, definitely. I always forget about shift gear with this mon because there's Magearna and stuff that just makes me think that's the only shift gear in the game. But other than that, he's good. Solid, decent team. Any ways? I believe that was Soldier and the High Dragons. I'll go ahead and get to the fifth pick for that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to
Oh, you're fine, man.
do something for a sec.
It happens. We got Tamer. Tamer actually did not give me his name yet, so we're gonna move on to number 5. We got Tamer. Let me show you. He's in the Johto division, I believe. And
What? Sorry.
he's in the Johto division with you. He's right above your team. Tamer.
Sorry, hold on a sec. Tamer's team.
Yes.
Yeah, so Celesteela, like, he's got a good. He's got I can tell he really thought about his team.
Yes.
Um,
Six hazard removal mons. If you look at it, it's crazy.
yeah, hazard removal. He's got hazard setters. He's got. I mean, he doesn't have webs, but he doesn't really. You know, it's not a big priority.
Yeah.
What I do like is the kind of defensive thing he's got going on with Celesteela and Marowak.
Right.
As in, you know, he's got Marowak for the Celesteela weaknesses and Celesteela for the Marowak weaknesses. Problem is though, Celesteela and Marowak,
And
doesn't get reliable recovery.
neither does the
And with Thick Cloud Bit, obviously doesn't have leftovers.
Yeah.
But you know, he's got a lot of hazard removers, so I don't think that'll be too much of a problem for him. Latios, good mon. Can't really say much about that.
a little slow after Latios, Mega Pidgeot, and Jolteon, but as long as he plays those right, I think he'll be okay. He has Nidoqueen that can potentially be Scarf though.
Yeah, I think this guy's got quite a good team. I think
Right.
kind of balanced, maybe
Yeah.
bulky offense. But yeah, no, good team.
I know Mega Pidgeot's a huge threat in League format. I've had to deal with that thing in 2 different leagues.
Yeah,
both
Mega
times.
Pidgeot is a good one. I think
Yeah.
the thing is, well, maybe not a lot, but like there are some ones that in OU wouldn't
Yeah.
be that great, but in draft are quite good just
Yep.
because of matchups and whatnot.
Just like
And
that.
like not everyone's bringing the same thing.
Alrighty. That was Tamer, guys, number 5. And number 4, we're moving on to the top squads for the power rankings. We have Xander and the South African Don fans at number 4. And I believe he was second to the bottom. Yeah, for me. I was a little questionable on
Yep.
this one. But I really like the diversity on this team. I thought it had a lot of good options with Mini Sand with Gigalith and Excadrill. Plus Manaphy having its ability to, with Rain and Salamence, can be a very solid Zmon user. Garbodor gives him T-Spikes, which is nice. Yuxi, another good rocker. Raikou, very solid electric type. Just and Mega Deontay, a really good Mega. So just a really diverse team in my opinion. That was pretty solid.
Yeah, I think
I think this team is pretty good.
Weak to Roxo.
I mean, I've been saying that about like all the teams
Yeah.
past what number 8, but this seems decent. Salamence is threatening with BD and Moxie.
Yep.
Do you like the fact that he's gone for Sand? Sand is pretty good.
It was right towards the end he picked Gigalith, and I actually did like that because I feel like some weeks he could bring it.
Yeah,
some weeks
that's
he
a
doesn't
good
have
choice, see, because he doesn't always have to bring Sand.
Yeah.
You could go Mold Breaker. Was it extra at times?
Yep.
Little problem with this team. It doesn't have that much defense.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has Gigalith and Uxie. But his defense, like, it's going to be difficult for this guy to kind of switch in on things. But he's got nice fast ones, and like the Sand is always a kind of, if you're in trouble, it can kind of
pull you out,
kind of thing.
Gives him a good backbone if he needs it.
Yeah.
That's really all I have to say about it. Do you have any other comments on it?
I'm not that big a fan of Manafi.
Okay.
But that's just a personal thing. I
Right.
personally don't think that one is that great. I think it's probably going to be his Z. Actually, no, Salamence would be his Z one. But yeah, I don't think Manafi is that great.
Right.
In my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, that is Xander and South African Dawn fans, everybody. And we'll move on to number 3 now. Top 3. 3, I put Bash in the Seattle Salandits. I'll let you start on this one this time. And he's right above Turtle.
Okay, so in a draft league, versatility on a Mon is very good.
Yeah.
It's very important, and of course he's got Mew, so that's great for him. Looking at this team, personally, I don't think it's as good as as number. What was it? 3? I don't think it warrants a 3rd place.
Okay.
Though I do like the team, it is kind of threatening. I mean, Thunderous Eye is another one that can do different things.
Right. I think he's actually getting ready to drop that actually. For a
Oh,
month.
really?
Yeah. He told me about it. He's gonna have to wait till 2 though, and so we'll hear in a little bit.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't do that if I were him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Gudra is another one that I think is bad in normal play, but in draft can be quite useful.
Right.
I don't know why he's chosen Mega Aggron.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
All right.
I guess he was looking for kind of a physically defensive thing, but he's got physically defensive things as well with Mandibuzz and Alone and I'm not going to say that thing's name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Cough as well. Yeah, I don't know why I chose Mega, if I'm honest. Rockers, Mew, and Aggron only. So I'm guessing one of them, the Rocker, the other one's gonna be a bit more offensive, perhaps.
Okay.
Or maybe Mew could be the stand. I don't think he'll bring the standard Mew set to many games because that is set to counter Zygarde and things like that.
Definitely.
But I mean, yeah, Mew's a versatile one. It can do pretty much anything.
All right. One of the reasons I put this team so high is because I think building around Mew is a very hard thing to do, and I think he did a really good. I said I think Mew's a very hard mon to build around in draft league.
Yeah.
But I think he did a very good job around it. Picking a very bulky team with a lot of different hazard potential. With Roserade and Cofagrigus can get, I believe, Roserade gets T-Spikes and maybe Spikes, but then Cofagrigus...
Yeah, Spikes and T-Spikes as well, yeah.
Okay, Cofagrigus does as well. The Rockers are there. I think his Defoggers and Mandibuzz and Mew can be really solid together because they can take most hits from different things, like the fighting hits, or not the fighting hits, but electric type can be a little annoying to that. He doesn't have a great...
Yeah, I'm looking at his team, and the Thunderous he has isn't Thunderous T, which is Volt Absorb one. So I was thinking that there's no electric immunity, and so
and he'll be picking up
electric type would be good against the team. Say for example, Tamer's Jolteon or My Zapdos or electric types do well against the team, especially since the only switch-in is Gudra and Roserade. Gudra, I mean, yeah, it's a great switch into things like Jolteon, but you volt switch on that. You bring in something that can, hit it pretty hard. So like if you're looking at Tamer's team, he can volt switch on the Gudra, bring in, I don't know, just anything he wants really. I mean, like, he could bring in the Vanillux, I guess. Though I guess most Gudra are AV and could probably deal with that.
Right.
Celesteela though, if he is autotomized, he could do that. Leech Seed.
Right.
Yeah. No electric resists and very little electric immunities.
And
I mean, he's got 3 electric immunities, but none of them are really switch. I mean, only Gudra is a real switching.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, now that I look at his team is very slow, and that is another problem, I guess, in draft league format because speed tiers are really important. So, like I said, I've worked on the draft powering pretty fast, but I thought he had a solid team at first look. Just the only thing I'd say now is speed tier needs to be improved, and then obviously a lot of electric Pokemons can be just a problem in your team in general. But, yeah. Move on to number 2. That was Bash in the Seattle Salandits, and number 2 I had Legend in the Chicago Bulus. I'll go ahead and start on this one.
Which one? Which league is this in?
The Kanto. And the reason I had him so high was his OU picks, in my opinion, were the most threatening offensive-wise in the whole league, being Tapu Bulu, Victini, and Mega Pinsir. And yeah, I actually added Gyarados as well with Xurkitree. And obviously he's running offense on this team. And Aurora Veil's really solid for that, so he picked up Alolan Ninetales with his last pick in the draft, I believe, which was a really big steal for his team. He does have a big fire weakness, which I don't like in his team. But Aurora Veil offense, if he can just play his pivot switches right and just like try to get a really fast offensive win in most of his weeks, then I think he'll have a good shot to win a lot of his matches. That's why I had him so high.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, not much to really say
Super
that you
offensive.
haven't really just great offensive team. I think I'm in another draft with Legend. He is. I think I've seen him play like once, twice. He's a decent player,
Yeah,
so I think he'll do pretty well. He's gone for Tangrowth Veil offense, but there's no Tangrowth. He's got Tangle instead.
Mhm.
Just all his mons are quite threatening, really.
Super weak to fire, though,
yeah.
I will say that. 6 mons
Obviously,
are weak to fire.
Bulu, Victini, Pinsir, Gyarados, Xurkitree. I'm just naming all the mons, but they are threatening. Like,
Yes.
maybe not Krognall, but yeah, he's got a lot of threats. I think this guy will do pretty well.
One other thing I would say that was a little bit of a problem is his only way to get rid of hazards, I believe, is the Minior can get defogged, but I don't think he'll ever bring that. Or it might get defogged.
Yeah,
But
I
then
was gonna say that actually.
Krognall, the only thing.
He's very weak to Stealth Rocks. Yeah, Stealth Rocks is a big issue for him.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You ready for the number 1 spot?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we'll see if you remembered it. Number 1, I had Bacon in the San Diego Charge Bugs at number 1 on my list. And he is in the Johto division.
Do you think this guy's first?
I'll tell you why. I love playing bulky offense myself, so I can really picture his team. Mega Gardevoir plus Zygarde, in my opinion, is just a nasty Dragon Fairy core. And he added Registeel there, so it's obviously really defensive. And then in between that, he has 2 Regenerator mons, being Toxapex and Tangrowth, which is very hard to switch around with. I think he has decent pivot mons with Crobat with U-Turn. I believe Tornadus might get U-Turn. I'm not sure. Obviously, Rotom Heat gets Volt Switch. Wasn't a big fan of his in-draft, but I was such a fan of his early draft I decided to put him this high up. That was my thoughts on it. But go ahead.
Yeah, like you said, it's a pretty general team, I think. General bulky offense team, which is good in draft, I think.
Right.
Not much I can say here, really. Yeah, it is a good team. I mean, I know I questioned you about why you chose it to be first, but
Could have been
it
other
is a good
options for
team.
sure.
Yeah, I do like the Regenerator core. That is, I mean, it's a great core in OU.
Yeah.
So they cover each other's weaknesses very well.
Very nicely. And I didn't really talk about Cobalan either. That's a very solid Stealth Rock plus good Z-Mon user.
It is. I like Mega Gardevoir. I don't think it's one of the best megas
Right.
though, but I do like it regardless.
Okay.
Zygarde, threatening. I was gonna choose Registeel, but he got there before me.
Okay.
Torn Eye. I think yeah, that's Torn Eye. Torn Eye. I think it's pretty good.
Right.
I really like this whole kind of core that he's got with Pex, growth,
Yeah.
all of that. He has defoggers in Crobats and just Crobats.
Is that it? Actually?
So
That
that
could be a problem.
potentially be a problem with him if people get Stealth Rocks and Spikes up, because his regenerator ones won't really like that.
Yeah, that is true. Not much good recovery otherwise, I don't think. That is a big problem.
Yeah. But besides that, it's a good team. I can see why you put it so high.
Okay. Yeah, and I think he actually said he was gonna make a transaction towards the beginning of the league too, so I'm surprised. I want to see what that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can look over my team if you'd like. Say anything about it. I can explain to you why I drafted what I drafted if you'd like to.
First off, I like your name.
Yeah.
Miami Heatran.
Miami Heatran.
Yeah, why don't you explain? I mean, you don't have to give away your
Sure.
top secrets, but
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and say Tapu Koko was my first pick in the draft. I was really excited I got it, honestly. I was the fourth pick in the draft, I believe. And I liked it a lot because it could be run physically or specially with Volt Switch plus U-Turn, which is really nice. So you can't really get trapped by ground types very easily. And you can also predict those switches if you have to. Gets good coverage to flying type moves, Brave Bird and stuff. And Hidden Powers are really solid for it too. So that's basically why I picked Tapu Koko. And after that, I won't really explain every single mon, but I'll explain the theme, I guess, of the team. Kind of went with a fast Volt Turn core a lot of the team. A little different from what I usually go with. I picked Mega Scizor up with the U-Turn ability, or not ability, but move. Tornadus Therian with U-Turn as well. Pretty bulky mon with Regenerator. I decided to pick up Mamoswine and Arcanine is my two of my UU picks. Arcanine gives me a good switch into Mega Scizor with a Flash Fire. And I was surprised it was still there at the time too. That's why I picked it where it was. And yeah, mainly that. It can be defensive or offensive. Extreme Speed's nice because I think my team has a lot of priority. I'm pretty sure. I have a Bullet Punch plus Ice Shard plus Extreme Speed. I think that's it. And then after that, I went with Mamoswine, like I said. Gives me my first Stealth Rocker of the team so far. Like I said, priority Ice Shard. Hits very hard with the Earthquake and Crash. Nihilego was actually one of my later picks in the draft, and I was surprised it was still there, so I decided to pick that up. It's a really underrated.
Yeah, I was surprised at that as well. Really, I mean, I'm not a fan of Nihilego, but
right. I've never really used it.
Yeah, I was surprised that it was so late.
Really a special defensive mon, and it has 131 special defense, I believe, so it can definitely switch into special moves. So outside of like ground types and stuff, it does a really solid job of walling special mons. Good coverage. It gives me T-Spikes plus Stealth Rocks, which is nice. Moving on to my RU picks, I decided to pick up Mienshao. That was actually my sixth pick in the draft, I believe.
See, Mienshao is a slept-on mon. That thing is good.
Yes, it is. I will say it gets high jump kick, which is nice. A lot of people know that, so I'm definitely going to be prepared to use Drain Punch. I mean, it's going to be
it's got good moves in HJK, knockoff, U-turn, poison jump for coverage, stone edge. It's got good moves. It's got regenerator, which is nice. Doesn't have to worry about hazards.
Right.
Overall good mon. I think
Definitely
underrated.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I was going to think about picking Hawlucha over that, so I could build it in with my Electric Surge with Coco, but I think Mienshao actually might work a little bit better for this squad now I look at it.
See, the thing is, everyone's going on. Well, I don't know if they still are, but like everyone was banging on about Coco Hawlucha, the Electric Seed. I tried it. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not too big a fan of Hawlucha. I mean, I've been swept by it before, but
right.
I'm not that big a fan of it.
Maybe relies on too much help around it, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that is it.
Next I went with Vaporeon as my next RU pick. I was pretty weak to water type before that, so I just wanted something that could actually just sponge it, being water absorbed. And it was between that and Milotic earlier in the UU tier. I decided to pick up Mienshao instead of Milotic, and then I went with Vaporeon as my water type instead of Milotic. because it gets water absorbed plus a really high HP stat with good wish passing. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's basically it with Vaporeon. Delmise, I picked it up because I wanted another water resist right after that, and I needed another spinner besides Mega Scizor being my only defogger. So Delmise obviously can trap things. It gets 3 different stabs, which is cool, and it's a good spin blocker as well, which is nice. And is there anything you want to say on those last RU picks before I get into my NU ones?
Not really, not really. Yeah. I think Vaporeon's a great choice.
Okay.
I'm not too big a fan of Delmise, but I
Right.
see why you've chosen it, so I can't really say anything about that.
True. I picked Mesprit up as my 3rd Stealth Rocker, I believe. In my opinion, it's pretty important to get a Hazard user, so I want to make sure I utilize that towards the end. And I was surprised it was still there. Yuxi and Azelf were both picked. Picked up the 3rd one in NU, and I believe every stat it has 105 besides the HP and the speed, which are 80, which is pretty solid all around. Gives it a good base stat total. It's really diverse. It can be ran. It gets U-turn. A lot of people forget about that, I think. Stealth Rocks, gets Psychic, obviously.
It's got good utility. Quite versatile.
It can be ran like Assault Vest and stuff, which could be cool, I guess. I decided to pick up Tauros. This was probably my most questioned pick in the draft. I just wanted a good hard hit and normal type. I guess me and Xiao can kind of do that. It obviously doesn't get normal moves, but it just hits hard on that physical side, I guess.
See, you said questionable. I thought Tauros was quite a good pick.
Yeah. Like I was thinking that at the time too. Like it gives me good coverage. It definitely does. Good speed as well. I think it could be cool. Oh, go ahead.
I was actually considering Tauros, but it was picked before I got to. Yeah, you picked it before I did.
Right. Yeah, I was afraid to let it go one more round. And then with my last pick, I decided to go with Stunfisk over here. And he's a ground and electric type, and actually a lot of people are probably gonna laugh at this pick, but I actually really like it. It gives me another ground type, so I don't have to rely on Mamoswine as my electric switch in most of the times. And another Stealth Rock user, which is nice. Actually has really good defenses. I believe 90 SPDF, 80 some defense, and then 109 HP with an 81 special attack stat, which isn't bad. I wish it got Volt Switch. That'd be really good for it, but it does get Earth Power and Scald and Discharge and stuff like that with the static ability, which is nice for it. Because I feel like it's going to be taking a lot of physical hits, so it could maybe potentially cripple a threat to my team, and that's basically about it.
Alright, so my thoughts, I think you've got a very solid team.
Right.
I really like Tapu Koko's Scizor, Taunty as a kind of Volt turn combination.
Yeah.
Then you've gone for Arcanine, obviously, as the fire switch in. Vaporeon is also another option. Mienshao, another a quick U-turn user. Mesprit too. Obviously, I said Tauros is a decent one. Stunfisk, I think that you just got to the end of the draft and you were like, shit, I need a last mon, and just threw a dart at a piece of paper.
I tried explaining it, but it didn't work.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm not really a fan of Delmise as a spinner.
A lot of weaknesses, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of weaknesses. Nothing on your team really appreciates a knockoff.
That is
besides Mega Scizor.
That's about it.
And I guess maybe Coco, but nothing really appreciates a knockoff.
That is very true.
Which is something, but other than, I mean, that's yeah. Other than that, your team's pretty good, I say.
That's nice.
I don't know how high I'd rank it because, like I said, I was preoccupied and didn't make a power rankings list. But it would definitely be, like, it'd be in the top half, no doubt.
Cool. I was actually going to ask you one question. If you could put a #1 team on your power rankings list right now, what would it be and why, if you could, like in your opinion?
#1 team. I think there are several good teams. I mean, I like Legends team. Very, very threatening. It looks to be the most threatening team in the draft league.
That's what I was thinking.
Jimmy, good team, but like I said, like a bit, some weaknesses hold it back. I do really like Bacon's team. Bacon's team is pretty good, I think. So probably either Legend, Bacon.
Jimmy.
Your own team's pretty good too, to be honest. But yeah, I'd say Legend or Bacon.
Nice.
Would be my top 2 next.
I respect it, man. All right, I guess I'll call it there. Is there anything else you want to say before the video ends?
Not really. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
see.
Should be fun.
Yeah, you might see more of me.
Sweet. I hope so, man. Hope you
Cool.
guys do.
Yeah. Peace.
All right,
Safe.
guys. You guys have a great one, and thanks for stopping by and watching. All right, have a good one.